Welcome to YEMAACHI Biotechnology.
My name is Yao. I am an immunologist by training. I've studied a number of places, but went to high school in Ghana, got my undergraduate and PhD degrees in the US, then was 2 years in Kenya doing a fellowship, postdoctoral fellowship, then 4 years in London doing another postdoctoral fellowship. Ultimately came back to Ghana 2019 to try to establish myself here in Ghana as a scientist. Within maybe about 6 months of being at the university, I had an idea to try to start something that I felt was lacking in Ghana, in much of Africa. And so that led me to found YEMAACHI Biotech, which is a cancer research company based here in Accra, really focused on trying to understand cancer among people of African descent, and really with a view towards reshaping how cancer is diagnosed and treated all over the world. So when you think of YEMAACHI, you think cancer research done at a very, very high level. And then the next thing you think is, oh, they are based out of Africa. If we can achieve that vision, then we are beginning to redefine. And I think that's the bold new normal that Lucy likes to talk about. The bold new normal means to me is internalizing this idea of striving to be excellent, striving to go beyond where others have gone before, and not accepting the status quo. I think history is full of examples of individuals who have done that. The challenge perhaps we have in our part of the world is having enough of those people, enough of a critical mass for that to really transform the way the majority of people think. Africa has the world's youngest population. We have no shortage of talented, young, ambitious people. What they need though is, they need the mindset that they are going to push through no matter what. They are going to follow their dreams. They're going to chase the dream. But they also need an environment that will encourage them. Too often you stand out when you have big ideas and people knock you down. We need to change that environment so that people with big ideas are actually encouraged to even go bigger. If you have an idea to do something that nobody has had before, you've already achieved 50%, I think, of the journey. But ultimately, don't be afraid to try. The sure way of missing a penalty is not to take it, right? The sure way of not scoring a goal is not to take the shot. So for every success, there are countless failures. In fact, I think it's Elon Musk who says, fail fast, right? Or others have said, fail fast, then you can know what else to do. Ultimately, if you have ideas and you have, new ways of doing things that you want to share with the world, my encouragement is to go out there and do it. History is full of people who have not taken no for an answer. My understanding of what the conference is seeking to do is to begin to try to shine a spotlight. Examples of people who are trying new things, who are not afraid to fail, who are trying to redefine the status quo. And so I think a successful conference will just be a celebration of those achievements, but also an opportunity for other people to become inspired. I hope that some young, high school or college student who is interested in biology may hear my story and say, you know what, I want to start a company as well one day. They will hopefully do even greater things than what we are able to achieve here. So this is our lab. This is our molecular biology lab here at YEMAACHI. YEMAACHI's work primarily focuses on understanding cancer among people of African descent. In order to do this, we work with doctors, indeed across Africa, not just in Ghana, to collect biological samples from cancer patients. And then in this lab, we can extract DNA from these samples, and we can sequence that DNA to try to identify unique variants, unique mutations that are peculiar to the cancer. And with this information, we hope to be able to develop better ways to diagnose cancers, but also to treat cancer. We also have a biobank, which is a place where we store particularly interesting samples. So you may have heard about -80 freezers, liquid nitrogen freezers. We have all of those here that allows us to store some of our most precious samples for future analysis. So the future is bright for YEMAACHI. We have a lot of hard work ahead of us, but we're extremely enthusiastic, and we have a great team that will deliver on this potential and this bold new normal that we are trying to define for ourselves.